to have dinner with Tories. Because actually, basically, if I had dinner with Tories, it would end up in a food fight. 254 for 3. Nichols 46.
I think that's unlikely. You wouldn't want to waste the food handout.
So there is that, I suppose.
You wouldn't be throwing pastries around. You could be eating.
Well, that's true. Outside the off stump, left alone through to Bracey at chest height. That is the end of Anderson's second over of the morning. And New Zealand does 254 for 3. More tales of Westminster and tweets from Nestle Boy.
The tips man says who's next in line for England in the bowling ranks once Jimmy and Broad go. We're never letting them leave, tipsman. They're going to stay forever. Adelaide's Barmies, is that the football?
What? He's talking about Utrecht. No, it wasn't football. The football was England.
No. He's at the football. I don't know where he is. He's in Adelaide, obviously. Obviously, there's an Australian football game going on, and he sent a picture.
Oh, okay.
And Warren, we read your comment about skid marks, says maybe the MCC colours need a brown stripe.
Oh, come on, boys. Come on. We can do better.
No, we can't.
You're actually pretty right, actually. So, Broad around the wicket to Nichols. Nichols gets an inside edge onto pad, but he's got a second line of defence by bringing that back leg round, and so he's perfectly safe there. And there is no run. Nichols has been out there now for 155 deliveries. He is a man for whom the phrase crease occupation was made, as we referred to yesterday. He made a lot of runs in the winter, but coming off a fairly difficult period. But he got hundreds against West Indies and Pakistan and New Zealand over the winter, and he's on 46 here, so looking good. 3 slips for Broad. He's in, bowls, gets a little bit of movement away, but well left by Nichols. Scratches his mark again.
Well,
through to Bracey.
Ulysses Wilberforce has jumped onto Twitter and says we definitely want to see Conway score a double ton. You lads are doing God's work. Cricket tragics have a new home.
Oh, well,
yes, we are
delighted to have you with us. Goodness.
Well, what a great Twitter handle.
It is a great Twitter handle.
Maybe it's his name. Is Ulysses? Is that your real name? I hope it is.
If it was, yeah. Or maybe he's changed it by deed poll, because you can do that. One of my friend's daughters has just done that. Around the wicket comes Broad. It's Fuller. He's onto the front foot. Nichols defending up towards Anderson at mid-off, and there is no run.
Well, there's some annoyance in New Zealand about their providers. Telecom provider Spark, who's doing the pay-to-view coverage here in New Zealand, appears to have blocked all other free sources, apart from us, of course, according to Andrew Whittaker.
It's not funny. I'm only laughing because it's not us. Yeah, but I thought I had read that Spark were doing great things in New Zealand and showing all sorts of free-to-air live cricket. Anyway, Broad round the wicket. There's going to be runs this time for Nichols. It's going to be a 50 for Nichols. Wood is not really chasing that with any intent. Right in front of the pavilion, Nichols goes to his half century.
1 2 ka 4 4 2 ka 1. My name is Lakhan. My name is Lakhan.
50 runs. Your 50 runs. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. 50 runs. Your 50 runs. The job is only just begun.
And talking of free-to-air cricket, I believe, and Dutchbird might be able to confirm this, that game or that series between the Netherlands and Ireland is being shown live on Dutch TV. Broad in, digs this one in, a little bit of movement away, up onto his toes goes Nichols, jabs it